100 federal judges. The whole court system is different. Of course, I never seem to get one of them, so you know it's one of those. I get killed in these courts. If I get one, you know what they do? We'd like to recuse ourselves. Oh, great, that's wonderful.
Oh, great, that's wonderful.
I promised that I would impose a travel ban to keep radical Islamic terrorists the hell out of our country, and I did that. I said I would get reparations from China, and I did that. We talked about that one. That was a big one, the $28 billion for the farmers, but much more than that for a country. Hundreds of billions of dollars I took in and kept our businesses alive.
Live and direct, you're rocking with your host.
Billions and billions of dollars worth of steel. And I was able to keep the steel businesses alive. So many people in the steel business,
actually watching Dump is giving a speech. The former impeached president Dump is giving a speech. So I thought, So I thought I'd listen in and see what this clown is saying. But I'm willing to change it if anybody wants to hear anything else. Just let me know. Yo, Dark Side, thanks for dropping by. Shout out to Jaff EasyBots as well. Big ups to y'all, and of course, the legendary Oho Snakos. Presidential gaming videos?
I got the farmers.
Wait, what's a presidential gaming video?
I did things that nobody
Wait, you saying I'm not the first one to do this?
Was possible. Even Kim
breaking my heart right now.
But we did things that nobody thought was possible.
All right.
And we made the farming business great.
All right, everybody doesn't want to hear this clown. I mean, I don't blame y'all or nothing, but I just want to know, because, I mean, there's a very, very good chance that that clown is going to be our president again in another year. Just thought maybe we should hear what he's planning to do if that were to happen. There was one thing I wanted to... What's this dude's name? This dude is the shit.
I want to show you.
This dude is the type of, like, he's the shit like when you get that real good fiber. Like you just ate a bowl of, what are they called? Cornflakes in the morning. Like, first of all, Calvin and Hobbes is like one of my favorite comics of all. I mean, it is. It's not one of. It is my favorite comic of all time. And he covered it, like, respectfully. And I learned some shit from this dude that I didn't even know about Calvin and Hobbes. So, good dude. I fucks with him. Let me see. Just turn the freaking quality down here so it works. Alright, wow, that's loud. Sorry about that. My bad.
If you don't know, he's a ubiquitous car decal of a little boy who looks like Calvin from the Calvin and Hobbes comic strip, peeing on stuff the vehicle owner doesn't like. He's the Yankees peeing on the Mets, the USA peeing on terrorists. I polled you on this, and more than 8,000 of you voted and saw Calvin urinating on politicians and sports teams and car brands and the Domino's logo? Admittedly, very niche. But how did this happen when the comic strip's creator not only didn't allow it, he hated it?
That's what I was wondering.
Here for Calvin fans, but more so for people who might be too young to know the story or who are from another country and don't know anything about Calvin and Hobbes, because I think it is worth telling. Calvin and Hobbes was a newspaper comic strip, but it was so much more than a comic strip. This is the collected Calvin and Hobbes, and this is like a precious stone.
Just trying to fix something real quick, so hopefully
it's also very heavy.
There's a president rank in the Call of Duty. Wait, I don't really want either, to be honest. We've had better presidents, but hey, I don't care about politics right now. I mean, that's fair enough, but I know there's a president's rank in Call of Duty Zombies map. I think you all over the place, Jeff. I can't follow your train of thought, bro. First you talking about, like, first you like, oh, what did you say first? You said the presidents play video games. And I'm like, okay. What is that? Oh, AI. I know what you're talking about. Yo, that shit is mad funny. Yo, what's good, Edwin Piero? Thanks for dropping by, man. You obviously know, you don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping through, Edwin. Big ups to you, brother. Edwin Piero is a Twitch streamer and YouTuber as well, but mainly on Twitch. So drop him a follow if y'all get a chance.
And listen, I am a casual Calvin and Hobbes fan, but there is a tattoo level of fandom for this comic. However,
this dude is
I am
so
the
cool,
expert
dude.
when it comes to one thing: Calvin peeing on stuff. When you Google peeing Calvin, my 2014 article about it shows up as the #1 result. Go to the image tab and, well, it's my article's images. As a result, people have been emailing me for a decade with peeing Calvin trivia, and they've even interviewed me about its history. I'm not going to be able to summarize all of Calvin and Hobbes for you, but I want to sketch out a taste.
Wanted to wish
of
you a
what
good
the strip
stream.
is like.
Kind of busy
If you
tonight.
imagine
Need to
Charlie
chat with you
Brown
later.
as
No
a
doubt, man.
depressed
Have a
old
good
man,
night.
and Bart Simpson,
I appreciate
vintage
you
Bart
stopping
Simpson,
by.
as
Of course,
a
you're not
catchphrase
obligated
sass
to do that.
machine.
Eat my shorts.
Calvin is somewhere in the middle, with 3 extra teaspoons of incredible imagination. For example, there's this trope in Calvin and Hobbes of a cardboard box.
Now I'm bursting to this OKF7 that'll hurt your crew. I got slime in a scope, then my trigger be clacking. A blood mist on his winter jacket when it get clapping. You got these Russian niggas crapping, wondering when did it happen. I excise whole armies and my niggas is dapping invincibility. All guns ain't no killing me in facility. Hit the alarm, there's more casualties. Janice guards coming after me, but I'm just laughing. Be RCP90, I'm picking my biggest masterpiece. Slow it down, masterpiece. I lead a master in pieces. Fuck Trevelyan, I'm after you cretins. I'm smashing any of
Calvin and Hobbes is the best comic strip by a large margin. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why I would really like, especially you, to watch this, Snake, because I really think you would enjoy this dude's video.
My niggas never befriended. Get some niggas on my block keep bitching. They want throw sacks. And niggas on my block keep snitching. Leon's Cossacks.
More lessons from that. I mean, yeah, it was way beyond. Somehow he made it kid friendly, but it was way beyond a kid's comic. Honestly, it was not a kid's comic. It's like a very deep philosophical social commentary. Chew Dog, what's good, brother? Yo, Chew Dog is a Twitch streamer and he's a good dude. Please do drop him a follow if y'all haven't already. He's in a lot of my streams. I really got love for this dude. Pulse. Some adult shit rap, yeah, exactly.
If I catch y'all slipping, the whole army getting one in the groin. This big boy, niggas see me in archives, all lives. Niggas riding tags.
Damn, I forgot how long this freestyle was. Shit long as hell. Pulse.
I get 1 for 2. F's up.
Yeah, so love you too, bro. Hey, yo, nah, I'm just playing. Yeah, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I seen a Calvin and Hobbes strip the other day. I think I showed it to you actually, Snake. That was like very relevant to what stuff that's going on today, right now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really remember off the top of my head what the comic was about, but I think it was something about like business and selling out or something like that. But it was just crazy on point. So yeah, man, you got to hear this dude out. He say some real shit.
Maybe it's a transmogrifier. It changes you from one thing to another thing. Early on, Calvin gets inside it to change from a boy into a tiger. In the final panel ever for the strip, this is a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler, Calvin says to Hobbes, "Let's go exploring." The point is, Calvin is rambunctious, but he is nothing like this. This is a disgrace, and it's not even a real image from the strip. It is generally accepted that somebody took the June 5th, 1988 strip, right here, where Calvin is filling up a water balloon, and modified it to show him urinating on something. You can see it really clearly with the side-by-side. In the end of that strip, by the way, Calvin is too sweet to even throw the water balloon on Hobbes. So you've got.
I mean, to be fair, he was threatened,
image,
but whatever.
How did it grow? If we go into the archives, it looks like it became a meme as part of a Florida football rivalry. particularly between the University of Florida and FSU, Florida State University, with Calvin peeing on FSU. This 1995 article describes the rivalry as being intense, and with Calvin of Calvin and Hobbes urinating on the letters FSU. But I recently got an email from a UMiami student who remembers seeing peeing Calvin pretty quick after that 1988 comic. I'm protecting his identity because he doesn't want to be associated with peeing Calvin on Google for the rest of his life, like I am. Our big rival became FSU, so FSU t-shirts started being sold door to door. And I think the first one was of Calvin standing east of the state of Florida, peeing up and to the left of Tallahassee,
I am so dead. Oh
FSU's
my
home.
God, how did I survive?
For whatever my hazy college memory is worth to your in-depth investigation. In case you ever update it, now you have it. So they had the idea in Florida, and from there, it spread. It became a meme.
Dude, please no more enemies. I literally have no ammo. I do not have one single bullet.
Stuff. Ford, Chevy, Navy, City Boys. He was knocked off to a praying version. And there was even a peeing girl Calvin. A lot of people ended up thinking that Calvin's creator, Bill Watterson, was the guy behind the peeing Calvin decals. He was making bank off of it, the same way that Garfield cartoonist Jim Davis made a ton of money off of those Garfield.
Jim Davis is such a shameless capitalist whore, dude.
Ubiquitous if you grew up in the 80s or 90s. That couldn't be further from
just a money grubbing sack of shit. Yo, and by the way, yes, my family had one of those Garfield suction cup things.
From an article in the Cleveland Plain Dealer just a few months later, while Garfield artist Jim Davis was happy to lecture about Garfield, Watterson was
you mentioned that.
A picture of
that Isaac is in Skate, one of the Skate games. That's dope. That's really cool.
He actually ended up having kind of a very public debate about licensing the Calvin and Hobbes
Man,
comic.
This sucks.
Let me explain. Comic artists at the time would submit their strips to a syndicate. These syndicates would then sell the strips to newspapers. The more newspapers that bought, the higher up the ladder you went. So the syndicates had a lot of power. Watterson drew this for an interview that he gave to Comics Journal. You give us the whole works, it says, down here, while the syndicate boss just sees the dollar signs. Generally,
Bill Watterson is a genius, dude. Straight up.
So Watterson's syndicate,
literal
Universal
genius.
Press Syndicate, could have licensed all this stuff if they wanted to. Usually artists were happy to do it, or they buckled quite quickly, like in this illustration. But Watterson was different. He said he would quit if they did. He would never have licensed P and Calvin.
It's all good. I didn't say it. You did, so I don't think it's going to be a big problem.
Video game.
Besides, I think it's such a trope now that even Floridians agree with it.
Despite the huge amount of money that he would have gotten from it. So they fought, and it was kind of in public. Watterson gave speeches and interviews protesting the push to license Calvin and Hobbes. He said it would make him a brand manager, signing another batch of strips instead of being an artist. This debate even bubbled onto the comics page. I stand firm in my belief of what's right.
Floridians, I'm just playing Floridians. You know I love you.
Eventually, Watterson won. He got a new contract with his rights back because Universal knew that he was the magic. And this actually started an industry trend, but here's the twist. Because there wasn't licensing cash to fund lawyers to hunt down all the knockoff Calvin and Hobbes products, those products could kind of get away with it. There were some big lawsuits. One big wholesaler got ordered to pay for his illegal use. But for the most part, P and Calvin ran free, in part because there wasn't enough cash to fund a legal team to put it down. Today, you can still buy P and Calvin decals.
Whoa, what is this? I don't even remember
Crypto
this.
Calvins. Equally unlicensed.
Crypto Calvins. Gosh, that is so stupid.
Ethereum.
Dude, that's shameless. I don't know any Floridians, but I do know a guy from Long Island. I was born in Long Island, actually.
Being naive, that he should have just licensed Calvin to keep
Long Island used to be a kind of nice place. Now it's a shithole.
And now I've kind of changed my mind.
Dude, I'm so lost.
Watterson knew
Oh,
what he
come
was
on
doing.
with the
The end
bullshit.
of that comic where he says,
What am I supposed to do?
refuse to compromise my principles.
I really gotta fight this thing
ends
again,
with
dude?
Calvin saying, because
I only
they don't
have
the
6. What am I
slightest
supposed to
bearing on
do?
What happens to me anyway.
This just wasn't
A great
worth
Calvin
it,
book that I
honestly.
read for this
I got
video,
nothing.
it
I have
recounts
no
that
ammo.
the syndicate representatives
I'm
came by to
fucked.
Watterson's
That's fine.
house.
It's
They
fine.
spread counterfeit t-shirts. out
Yo,
on the
big ups to the
table for him.
legend entering the building.
Patient
Thank you very
kindly
much.
said that licensing could help stop the tarnishing of his
That
work.
was kind of funny.
And he still turned them down. He didn't just turn down a bunch of money. He
Yo,
turned down keeping
big
Calvin's brand
JazCatX with the
pristine.
tier 1 gift sub.
Selling
Thank you so
out
much
is
for that, brother.
usually more a matter of buying in. He told Kenyan graduates at a commencement speech. All right, this is what we think it looks like, right? We think that
The
your art
Ohio
can
Space
be cured,
Station?
or it can be ruined.
Wait,
You can be an
seriously?
artist, or you can be a sellout. If you decide to be an artist,
Yo, Jaff, are you saying that they modeled this map off of... Oh, you talking about in Skate? Oh, dude. I thought you were saying they modeled this map in the game after
you
that.
decide to keep your work pure.
Yo, but that's
end
what's
up
up. That's
here.
pretty cool.
Or you can
Yo, I would love
be
to
a
skate in
sellout,
a
get
space
truckload of
museum
money,
or some shit.
but
That
your
would
work
be
is
dope.
ruined. But Bill knew that those
go
were
that
not
way.
the only
Fuck
two
that.
options. He knew that you could be an artist, like he chose to be. You could turn away those dump trucks of money.
Father
You could still end up with your work being tainted by it, being tarnished.
Kris
And
G. Yo, did you stream today, Chris? I didn't see you
some
streaming,
people
brother.
saw his art, and it only awakened partisanship or fandom or consumerism. They defiled his work in the most straightforward way possible. Why didn't he just take the money to save Calvin?
Take the fucking money, Zig.
I think because there was more at stake than this boy and this tiger that millions of people loved. Bill
I guess the
Watterson
way
was at
the way
stake.
Bill Watterson seen it,
Do you
he
remember
was
the
like,
transmogrifier?
this comic belongs to
Changes you
everybody.
from
It doesn't
one
just
thing
belong to some
into
company.
another. Here's the thing.
So I'd rather
We
it be
all get
hoarded out by
wants.
people
We set the options. We turn the
randomly
dial.
than
You
be
can
owned
choose
by
to go
somebody.
inside and come out a partisan or a fan
At least that's what I
or a
think.
consumer. Or you
He just
can take
wanted
another
it to
option.
be owned by the
choose
zeitgeist.
what
And that's
you're
really
turned into.
commendable to me. Because it shows that Bill
just have to
Watterson
set the
wasn't
dial.
just like, you know, what's the word? It wasn't just like, look, he made the transmogrifier. That's hot. It shows that Bill Watterson wasn't just like a witty cynic, you know what I'm saying? But like the shit he was the message that he was trying to promote with his comic, whatever those messages were, he really believed in that shit. And it, you know, it's not like, you know, Garfield, first of all, doesn't have no message. But secondly, even if like it did have the occasional message, like Jim Davis don't give a fuck. He's not actually trying to say something with his comic. He's just trying to make sure his wallet is as fat as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't even have anything to do with the comic anymore. So basically his comic is like, yo, if the kids are into Bruno Mars, then he's going to have Bruno Mars get mentioned in his comic. That's basically what it is. You just cash in as much as you can. But Bill Watterson is like, this isn't just like some meek comedy. This is like real art to me. This really means something to me. Anyway, he was a dope ass motherfucker. I hope he's all right wherever he is whole. So I am at a point now where I have no earthly idea how I'm supposed to beat this part of the game. 50 Cent on Ja Rule dissing Eminem.
Look, they know I was talented.
Why do I
They
do
just
this to
looked at it
myself?
and was like, I don't want all of the stuff that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And it took for me to go around until
He's worth 100 M's?
stumbled over it, but
Stop.
He didn't know
No
this was
fucking
what
way.
You see what I'm saying?
No
So
way.
I was like, yo, nah, this is perfect. Like, I wasn't even going to say nothing. To be honest with you, I didn't even address them directly until, like, Ja had said something about Haley.
All right, this dude boring me. I don't want to hear it. He said something funny in a clip about Lloyd Banks. basically just shitted all over Lloyd Banks. It was pretty funny. Hold on. Is this chapter 5 or 6? 6. Okay. Dead Space chapter 6. Walk through. Okay. 37 minutes. Can't you just whittle it down to what I'm supposed to do? Come on, B. 43 minutes. How to kill Leviathan. Environmental hazard. Man, these really suck. Inject Weezers. That's funny. Dead Space Remake. How to get unlimited credits? Whoa, hold on. Come again now?
Welcome everybody, Dan here today with another Dead Space Remake video.
Dan,
today
hurry it up.
You
You're taking too long.
Credits, glitch, or exploit, so you can get as many credits as you need and desire. What you're going to do is you're going to need the pulse rifle and you're going to need it upgraded. I need those two things done first. Also, it's better to do this later in the game, maybe before your impossible playthrough, if you want to get a bunch of credits. So what you're going to do, essentially, get the pulse rifle out, sell everything on you, probably. That's the best way to go, I think. You're going to head to an area that has a bench and a store close by, like I am here. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go to that pulse rifle and reset everything. Now, every time you click on capacity, you use one of your nodes for capacity, your gun is going to hit full max ammo, right? So essentially, you're pressing R1 here on the ground to drop that ammo. And I believe you can only do it with this gun, the pulse rifle. Press R1 to drop the ammo, you come back, you hit another capacity, as you see there, one node, only hit the capacity, only works on the pink. We're going to come back and we're going to shoot it on the ground again. And eventually, you're going to have stacks and stacks of ammo that you're going to be able to sell. And you can do this over and over again. The key here is you can reset your stats for $5,000, but the amount of money that you're going to sell the ammo for is greater than the $5,000. You see what I'm saying? So I ended up resetting my stats a couple of times here, which is 10 grand, but I ended up having so much ammo to sell that I've made 40, 50 grand, whatever it is. So just continue on with what I'm doing here. This is a good spot. And eventually, you're going to run out of spots. You're going to run out of spots because it only works again for the pink. Look how much I've got there. It's so ridiculous. I'm not going to be using this, guys. I'm just doing it for video purposes only. I like the authentic experience. I do recommend that, but you're on this video, you're this far, so you're probably going to use it. Pulse rifle, I've got nothing left, so we're going to reset. 5 grand, do it all over again. Yeah, you can do it as many times as you want.
You shoot and it ends up on the ground? You got to be shitting me. That can't possibly be a real thing.
For the reset or figure out a way to combat this. But for now, you can do it. I've just tried it a moment ago. And eventually, once you've got enough, I'm about to end it here. I think you can only carry so much anyway. You can come back and sell if you really want to. But I got bored after. This was about 15 minutes worth, I think, 10 to 15 minutes worth.
That's crazy.
It looks so ridiculous. Yeah, just R1. I'm just doing it in a nice pattern. And now I'm going to collect everything, I believe, and go and sell it. Yeah, so we're going to go and spam X, collect everything, destroy the X button on your controller. And once you've done that, you can bring it over to the store and you can sell the damn thing and make a nice chunky profit. And that's going to be it, guys. So hopefully this helps you guys if you're...
Is he going to do it?
I was making...
Let's see how much he makes off that.
So you guys can work out the math, but
51.
If you really wanted to, I mean, I'm not going to. If you really wanted to, you could make bank, but up to you guys. So that's the method. If I find anything else, I'll let you guys know. But make sure you do leave a like and subscribe for more Dead Space. Have a great day, guys. See you in the next video.
Dude, he made like a 56K off that. That's crazy. I keep that in mind. I hope they didn't patch that shit. Environmental hazard, Dead Space guide, wiki, alright, whatever. IGN good enough. Create enzyme, blah 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 blah. What about the thing you fight the boss? Okay. Yeah. Stasis. My God, what am I doing? Find the elevator, circuit doors across the room is an item box and some credits. Break the circuit. What point do you fight the boss? Come on. Leads to another elevator that will take you back to the East Grow Chamber. So hold on. Battery. Keep your eyes peeled because inside that smashed planter, pause, you can find a battery. There's a smashed planter. What the fuck is this planter? The enemy dead quarantine will lift and you can explore the first floor just like before. There's some item boxes. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Let's see. So this is the first floor, right? This is literally it. I think that looks kind of like what he was talking about right there, but I can't get to that. Here's another one. Is this what he's talking about? Where are you sending me, dog? It ain't that. Come on. Smashed planter. Ugh, I can't fucking move with this shit. It's pissing me off. It's really annoying. Come on, come on, come on. Am I in the right place? I think I need to like load my last save or some shit. Wait, what's this? Nope. Alright, I'm gonna load my save. Yeah. Let's do that. In the meantime, in between time. So what do y'all want to watch? Y'all can give me some ideas. I'll play whatever you want. I'll play AVGN. Think a planter is what a plant goes in. Yeah, I would assume. I think, I mean, you could be right, but I feel like it would more likely be a machine that plants things into the soil. But I don't believe it. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if wildlife in Ohio look like the enemies in this game. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if the people in Ohio look like the enemies in this game. I have been to Ohio. I've been to Cleveland. It's a very similar city to my own, so AVGN is good. Pretty nondescript state. I mean, it's a Rust Belt state, I think, right? Pat Stay vs. Shotgun Shug. What a classic. What a classic. Eminem vs. Vanilla Ice. Mandy Gonzalez defying gravity. The rise and fall of rap rock. The metaverse is dead. What are you gonna do? Shoot me, Luke? What was his name? What are you gonna do, Frank? You gonna shoot me right here? Tucker Carlson gets screwed by Trump. Bro, my YouTube is so ass. My YouTube feed is so shitty. I have nothing on it that I want to watch. All of this shit sucks. Republican rap is insane. Union president. Why does the Batman end twice? My God. This is terrible. Alright. I think I'm gonna just go with Pat vs. Shotgun Shug. Figure that's good enough. Go, bitch. Go.
You're watching.
This was a good battle. R.I.P. Pat.
The world's most respected MC ballerina.
Oh shit, I still got it on 2x. This is the battle that made people say that Pat Stay is the smack killer. Basically that the tough gangster rappers can't win against him. But I feel like we could pull it up right now. Hold on. Okay. I did watch the all the new tracks coming in Wave 5. Pause. I did watch the Nintendo Live conference thingy. But I don't remember seeing nothing about Mario Kart. I don't have Mario Kart, so to be fair.
But of course, you know what that means. We are back at it predicting the next wave, and it's getting kind of sad because we only have 2 waves left.
Alright, this guy talking way too much. Let's just Let's just play this. Do you got this Mario Kart? You got a Switch, Jeff? I forgot. GBA, like Game Boy Advance? DS? So basically they remade a bunch of maps from like previous Mario Kart games, which is, I mean, it's cool, but it's also kind of lazy. Like, how about some new maps? You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit that Call of Duty devs do. But anyway, it looks kind of cool. I mean, I've been thinking about getting this game just because I know it's crazy popular. Mother of all bubbles. What the bad news. Super Mario 64. Calling scammers by their real names. Banks are collapsing. Here's why. Oh, MB. She cool. She dropped in my stream recently. Alternate endings in Star Fox 64? Whatever. I'm gonna just go back to the Pat Stay battle, I guess. He's about to start his round now. I'm definitely trying to hear that.
But he still called. So what up? Hey, y'all hear me? Hey, Houston, what up?
Hold on one second. I want to offer promotion for your channel. I so wish I knew how to do this. Block? Report? Just block, I guess. From hosting, you prevent them from purchasing gift subs, filter their messages out of chats you don't moderate. Yeah, but how do I, like, boot them out the room? Whatever, they not in the room anyway. The Yoshi's Island track is new. They also added Birdo. Yo, did you know? A lot of people don't know this, but Birdo was the first, arguably the first, maybe not, but arguably the first transgender character in a video game. Did you know Birdo is transgender? Also, Birdo, I just want to talk about Birdo for a minute. Snake, I don't even know if you still here, Snake. You probably gone or some shit, but this might be interesting to you as well. So for those that I'm sure, okay, so some of y'all may know this, but when the NES released the original Super Mario Brothers on NES, right? There was they made a sequel in Japan, right? And the sequel was considered too difficult for American audiences. Basically, they didn't think Americans would like it because they thought of us as like lazy and lazy people that don't want to have a challenge, right? So they basically decided that instead of releasing, so they decided that instead of releasing the actual, dude, that is so fucked up. Instead of releasing the actual Super Mario Brothers sequel in America, what they did instead is they took a game that was made by a smaller independent company called Doki Doki Panic. It was a Japanese title. It was a platformer with some weird quirks. It was a side scroller, but it really wasn't very much like Mario Brothers. It really was very different, right? So they bought that franchise. They bought the rights to it from that company, and then they basically changed a few details. Like they changed the characters into Mario characters. I think it's actually harder. Yeah, that probably is true. I never played it. Anyway, they changed like the characters and a few of like the assets to make it sort of Mario-ish, but for the most part it's the same game, down to the music and the enemies and even most of the characters. Like, so in Doki Doki Panic, or I guess you could say Mario 2, either or, there is a enemy that looks kind of like an ostrich, right? And you have to beat the game with every character, but you get saves. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. So there was a character, right? It was like an ostrich-looking type boss fight, and its name was Birdo, and it would regurgitate eggs at you, like bird eggs, and shoot them at you, and you had to pick them up and throw them back. I know Snake isn't familiar with this because he probably didn't play it as a kid, but yeah, it was like a boss where there was this ostrich kind of bird, and it would shoot eggs at you, and you would pick up the eggs and you would throw them back, and that's how you killed it, right? Anyway, long story short, this character from Doki Doki Panic named Birdo became a staple character of the Mario universe because he just happened to be in the game that they bought the rights to, right? Poor Snake, he about to shoot himself in the head thinking about this shit. It's so boring to him. Anyway, and then in the manual for Mario 2, they didn't annex him. He's still there. Oh, you saying they took him, right? They took the rights to him, right? Anyway, long story short, then this character, if you look in the manual for Mario 2, I don't know if it says this in the Doki Doki Panic manual, so I don't know if they just copied this over from Doki Doki Panic or if they just came up with it themselves. But basically in the manual back in the day, they used to list like different enemies and different items in games in the booklet for the game. And in the booklet for Mario Brothers 2, next to Birdo, it has his description, and it says sometimes he thinks he's a woman. Anyway, it was a really weird character, and then it disappeared for mad years, and then suddenly they brought it back. I forgot. I think they brought him back in one of the older Mario Karts first, and then they brought him back again, I guess, in a new one. So I don't know, but yeah, it's just a weird story. I always think it's weird because Mario 2 is such an iconic game for people that really go way back with video games, especially for its music. For like its music and some of the concepts, like the way that the gameplay, because you know the original Mario was very simple. You jump on enemies and they die, right? In Mario 2, it was a whole different thing. You could jump on enemies, but they didn't die. You would just stand on their heads and you had to lift them up and throw them to kill them. It was just a weird concept. And Mario, like from the music to the characters to the gameplay, Mario basically gets all this credit, but really it wasn't the Mario team that made it. All that shit is from Doki Doki Panic, even the music. Some of it is really good too, and it's from Doki Doki Panic. It's not from the Mario people. It's very weird. I already forgot. But yeah, I just think it's weird sometimes when I see characters that was originally in that game that are now considered like Mario characters. It's just weird to me. I sometimes wonder like what happened to Doki Doki Panic. The manual states he thinks he's a girl and he spits eggs from his mouth. He'd rather be called Birdetta. No one ever brought that up again. It's so weird. You would think like Nintendo would rush to claim that. Like, oh yeah, we had transgenders before. Nintendo also was like one of the earliest shit, I gotta run. Nintendo was, oh, you prick. Also one of the earliest people to put a female protagonist. The Metroid game, which I never played as a kid, to be honest. I never actually played it, but I know that the main character is a female, which is kind of cool. Damn, bro. This is kind of difficult, man. I think I need to go sell some shit. Oh, well, at least they gave me some shit this time. Yeah, there's a very famous franchise. I'm sure you probably heard of it. It's called Metroid. And the original Metroid game was on Nintendo. The first Nintendo ever. NES. And like the whole game you play as like a space marine in like a big suit. You can't see their face. You can't see any of their body. They're in like a space suit, right? And it's like if you beat the whole game, you go from, it's very difficult too. You get to the very end of the game and the very last screen, Samus takes off the helmet and it's a chick. That was like really epic for its time. But the reality is it's actually just because the movie Alien came out in like the late 70s and it was very popular and the main character was named Ridley. Sigourney Weaver, as you know. So he was really just, it was really, the whole game was kind of an homage to the Alien movie franchise. Ripley. Yes, Samus is female, and I think if you put a code in, yeah, there was a new Samus cheat. I remember that. Or actually, I think it was like a Game Shark code. I don't think you could activate it normally. You needed a Game Shark, but it is kind of weird that they had that sprite in the game anyway. It was, I mean, not nude. She was in like a bikini or some shit. I don't know. Underwear. All right, this will give me $1,000, which would help, but not really that much. I kind of want to use that one exploit, bro. That exploit is sounding wild good to me right now. Contact beam. Move to storage. What is this contact beam? Astro, yeah. Is that in Doki Doki Panic? I think that was the Doki Doki Panic name. Astro or some shit. I am hella confused by this. Mario, I guess Mario himself is not a thief, but more specifically the father, quote unquote, of the Mario franchise, whose name is Shigeru Miyamoto. Good dude. Why can't I sell this? What is this thing? It has 12 in it, and I want to use it. Huh? They're implying that it's already equipped. It was brought over for old manuals. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with Punch-Out. I actually did play it a little bit too. I didn't play it a lot. And I don't think I had the original Mike Tyson version. Or I mean, I don't think I had the version where you could fight Mike Tyson. Dude, I'm so freaking confused. What am I looking at? Oh shit. Did not want to do that. Well, I literally don't have enough money for anything but 6 more plasma rounds, so I guess that's what we doing. So I gotta just play flawlessly and not get hit. Ever. This game sucks. No, I'm just playing. I like the game, but it's too difficult. It's either Mike Tyson. I think it was originally Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, then he revoked the rights, so they had to re-release it as just Punch-Out. Let's hear Pat Stay. Because he's not that funny. Pat Stay is a lot funnier, frankly. Like, I would find it hard to believe that they wrote the Constitution on some, like, we the people, yes, and foresight, and for forever, blah, blah, blah. And then after all that, they would just, like, get in a room together and be like, yo, bust open a 6-pack, homie, yo, light up some of that tree, dog. Like, I don't see it, bro. I'm pretty sure they spoke, like, damn near a whole one of these Biden videos that I thought was really fucking funny. This is like one of the best deep fakes I've ever seen, but I gotta find a version. There's a specific version where they got him talking. I think this is it. I've never seen some shit like this, dude.
Hey guys, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most compatible Pokemon for humans? Not only are they in the field egg group, which is mostly comprised of mammals, Vaporeon are an average of 3'0"
Some asshole
tall
camped.
and 63.9 pounds. This means they're large enough to be able to handle human dicks. And with their impressive base stats for HP and access to acid armor, you can be rough with one. Due to their mostly water-based biology, there's no doubt in my mind that an aroused Vaporeon would be incredibly wet. So wet that you could easily have sex with one for hours without getting sore. They can also learn the moves Attract, Baby Doll Eyes, Captivate, Charm, and Tail Whip, along with not having fur to hide nipples. So it'd be incredibly easy for one to get you in the mood. With their abilities, Water Absorb and Hydration, they can easily recover from fatigue with enough water. No other Pokemon comes close to this level of compatibility. Also, fun fact, if you pull out enough, you can make your Vaporeon turn white. Vaporeon is literally built for human dick. Ungodly
Literally
defense
built
stat
for
plus
human
high
dick.
HP pool plus acid armor means it can take cock all day. All shapes and sizes and still come for more.
Can take cock all day. There was another one about, he was talking about some type of kush he was smoking. This is the funniest
I'm
shit
smoking
I've
on
ever
Bhutanese Shadow Garden grown Dark Evil pack. They watered this with the blood of 36 dragons. Shit so purple it should be asking me, where's Ronald? Nigga, this shit will turn your pacemaker off. Nuclear levels of sour, lung slaughtering, necromancer kush. Shit got diamonds on it, so you know that THC to CBD ratio is fucking
kush
swag,
one?
nigga. A whiff of this shit? Yeah, this that nefarious evil sorcerer moongrass. This shit straight out of K-Lid.
Never gets old,
This
dude.
shit is what shot Tupac. Rip my nigga for real, dog.
Dude, that is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. Rip my nigga for real, dog. Jimmy Kimmel humiliates Tucker Carlson. Yeah, I'm good. I don't really care. When a hood dude gets hired at Family Dollar. Quite situation is horrible. I ordered pizza on my Wii in 2022. That's crazy, but believable somehow. The matchmaking system in Modern Warfare 2 that almost no one knows about. I'm mildly curious, but not enough to click it. Presidents make a Kingdom Hearts tier list. I would click it, but I don't know that much about Kingdom Hearts, to be honest. Pat Stay vs. Disaster. This was a good one. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to be that freaking loud. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. It's malarkey, Jack. It's all malarkey, Jack. I'm telling you, Jack.
If it wasn't for this battle with you and me, no one would give a fuck about you like Cassidy's new CD. And people who should have watched my battles online either. They could pass away from actually viewing me. Sit alone in your living room, lights go out, then I flash your computer screen.
What
You
have
stab
I
and die a
done?
week later like what happens when you view the ring. That's how you do the scheme. Yeah, fuck around. Yeah, give me that gangster vibe. You ain't
MX9
gonna
it
dirt move,
is.
you're from the safer side, where the neighbors are always waving high, and when you walk away, they even say
Of course
goodbye.
he's fine.
Since you outscale me and weight and size, I'm someone you're not
Asshole.
afraid to try, but that's fake shit. Why? When you were nice with math like an Asian guy. Yeah. I battled Arsenal violating
Sorry
his face
for
like
any
180
Asians.
times, but when you battled him, you kept complaining and walking away like this is a waste of time. Funny how he's from great, but he stomped you and he made you whine.
What
like
just
a little
killed
bitch.
me? I must
You
know.
know to run away
of
from
course.
fights. You never throw the scrap down. Going through the security at the airport.
He
The
dropped
only
me
time
in
you
a
ever
losing
see Pat
game
down.
right off the rip,
Yeah.
of course.
And it's the end. So just go off and deny it. Threaten us all, you retire and do another blog of you crying. Yeah, you have the body size of Goliath, but what good is having body size if you don't have the heart of a lion? Even though
I bet there's a Call of
even
Duty-
though he's smaller
Let me
than
turn
him,
this
even
down.
though I'm smaller than him, even though I'm taller than him, he'll always be smaller than I am. This is like WrestleMania.
I bet there's a Call of Duty tier list. Yeah, maybe I'll check that out. I bet you there is. That might actually be funny. for me. I mean, I might get it. You know what I'm saying?
Real one, it's on the champion.
Saw one where Biden starts a rap battle and he starts singing the Eminem verse from 8 Mile. That's wild. I'm starting to think I want to learn how to make these shits myself because they're pretty fucking funny and they popular right now. I could come up with some funny ass shit for Biden to say.
I admit it. As you can tell, I agreed to do long ass rounds and I don't know why I did it. So I hope y'all did your stretches today. It might be a wise decision. We'll probably have full-grown beards by the time we're finished.
I'll check that out in a second. Let me finish this match.
I just feel bad for the crowd.
Am I playing Kill Confirmed?
Right now. By the time he gets into about half
I have no idea what's going on, dog. Whatsoever.
Wait. I know that's not exactly how he died. Just figured I'd save us some time and state that. Because if I didn't, he would have rebutted it. Like, actually, he froze, pussy. And his name is Jack. Wait. Whoa. Hey.
You'll make hella subs? Think so? I don't think it's that easy. Unless you could spread it around in your school or something. If I make one, will you spread it around in your high school if it's funny? Fuck. Unless it's like illegal or some shit. I don't think it's illegal yet. But it might be soon. Because it's, you know, in spite of how funny it is actually pretty fucking scary and dangerous how realistic some of these sound. And the potential of what you could do with that type of technology is scary as fuck. Some Orwellian shit, to tell you the truth. Dude, I just got my team caught up. We was losing. I single-handedly got us caught up. Dude, shut up. Oh my god, they spawned me in someone's freaking sights. How nice. Who's shooting at me? Kill them all.
Like hair that's all over here, you lying, man.
Fucking hate quick scopers. Show it to some of my friends, the ones that I like, no doubt. Sounds good. I'll look into it and see if I can figure it out. I have a feeling I might know how people do it, but I'm pretty sure I can find out anyway. Quick. Hate fucking quick scopers, bro. Scopers piss me the fuck off. Piece of shit. I want that. I want it.
But I ain't lying, that shit you pulled outside was real.
I can't move.
The real dude told him,
Literally can't move.
He pulled this one. Fuck you. Fuck this. Translation, I don't want to fight.
Gotcha, bitch. Where you hiding? Where you hiding? Boom. Fuck you.
Hey, hold up.
Got us into the lead.
The cops show up from all the commotion he caused because he was too scared to fight dude. And Thesaurus, I hate to bring you up in this, bro, because I like you. But they start talking. Shut up. Wait. You talk someone too. Wait. But they start talking to cops like, he pushed this girl, he did this, he did that. Where I'm from, that makes you a couple fucking squealing rats.
Facts.
Hey, wait. We don't talk
I believe it too. I believe this is a big time snitch.
I'm a different breed, dog. You just a bitch who got
I mean, he don't do enough dirt to be able to snitch on anybody, but if he ever had any reason to snitch, big dubs, basically thanks to me. Yo, Snake. Snake, I was watching, I don't know if you noticed, but they had like a Pat Stay tribute event. And they had Disaster battle that dude Hollahan, right? It was a pretty good battle, barring some offensive lines. But anyway, there's one point in the battle where Hollahan says to Disaster, he's like, yo, Diz, you know, excuse me. He's like, Diz, you know, I never wanted to tell you this before, but just for the record, Pat never liked you. And, you know, everybody started laughing, but I'm 100% sure that was dead ass true. Like, obviously, you know, they rubbed shoulders. They in the same same industry, and I'm sure they chopped it up, hit up the club together, maybe party a little bit. They probably had like a rapport with each other, but I wouldn't be surprised if low key Pat was like, "Oh, I fucking hate that guy," like behind the scenes and shit. Like he just seems like a really intolerable dude. You know what I'm saying?
Are you done? No. No. So slap me.
Hurricane, let's go. I F's with the Hurricane. This is my joint. Pause.
I busted. Yo. I busted a dude's skull with a fucking 100-pound rock. The noises he made from the brain damage.
Fuck. Come on. I hate those fucking shotguns. It's all they have now, dog. Here, you want? Of course.
Open caskets, cracking jokes and shit, laughing, talking. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe it's how I cope with it. But what's weird is I cried till the tears smeared my rhyme form when I wrote this shit.
Oh my God, dude.
Emotional with weak. I slipped and throat with tears rolling down my cheek.
Like shotguns, you piece of shit. I know if I figure it out, I'm gonna make one. It can't be that difficult, but it's just about taking the time to actually do it. You know what I mean? You just gotta find the time to pull up the information. Everything is findable now. All information is out there and available. Put it in the bank. Put it in the bank. Yes. Rich suburban brat. Oh, I hate that fucking shotgun, dude. Yeah, just spawn me in somebody's sight. Thank you. Very helpful. I appreciate that. Very fair.
Why do you lie and try to deny that you got it good as if you're ashamed and it's cool with you from the hood?
Fucking hate those shotguns. I mean, you can't take one fucking step, dog.
Your old friend said it.
Move, bitch. Oh my God, dude. This is a sweaty fucking lobby right here. Snake, you was talking about sweaty lobbies. This is some sweaty ass shit right here. Dog. Come on.
Round two, it's on disaster. Let's go. Blackout. You're right.
What is that?
I do have Project Pat as my screensaver. That's still way better than having a Sharon.
This shotgun is so ass, dude.
This motherfucker's always
Fuck
trying to
out
put
of
his
my way,
hand on his
bitch.
leg. Sharon's a dope MC. He should get a battle with you without having to beg.
And then Disaster proceeded to beg. Proceeded to refuse to do the battle with Sharon after that. You cannot move. This is a sweaty ass fucking lobby right here. I mean, my God, I cannot fucking move! Excuse me. Piece of shit. Eat shit and die, you piece of fucking shit.
Even Mike Vick called him Calico like, yo, I can't believe he did that to his dog. You learned a lot from Jeff. Hey, yo, you learned a lot from Jeff. You learned a lot from Jeff.
Mic check.
You learned a lot from Jeff. He helped your bitch ass evolve. And you evolved into a Scientologist. Absorbed all the knowledge you were fathered with and used it to spit back at God. Turned your back on him. Left him in the middle of a massive brawl. 6 months passed. Couldn't even give him back a call because all the juicing in the gym, his nuts started
What a
to shrink
disgrace,
back.
bro.
So he's walking around
Anyway, I think I'm gonna call that a stream.
Yeah. Jeff should have.
Thank you to everybody who joined. So there's a running joke that. Hold on.
I seen it happen all.
So there's a running joke that Grover Cleveland is a Mario Tennis character. Grover Cleveland. Wait, don't tell me who that is. Grover Cleveland. He was a character from Sesame Street, is it? Let me look this person up. I'm not familiar with him. Hold on. Grover Cleveland. Oh, one of the presidents. I was way off. America's only double president. How do you be a double president? That means he served for 12 years, I guess, or whatever. Or is it 16? 16 years? Yo, Kano the Tornado dropping a tier 1 gift sub. Thank you so much, Kano. I really do appreciate that. I'm actually just closing up the stream right now. But thank you for dropping that gift sub. I really do appreciate it. Kano the Tornado does stream some old school retro games, some newer games like Dragon Ball Z games, some RPGs, things like that. And he's a cool dude. He's streams on Twitch, so feel free to drop him a follow if you get a chance. 4, then another president, then 4 more years. Oh, so that would mean that Dump might be the next person to do that. Is that what you're saying? He might be this is the only other dude who ever did that, and then Dump might be the next one. Damn, just woke up and missing the streams. It's all good. Get your sleep, homie. Quick shout out Kris G stream on YouTube. Shout out to Oho Snako. Shout out to the legend JazCatX for dropping a tier 1 gift sub. Thank you, Jaff EasyBots, for dropping by. Jaff EasyBots is a Twitch streamer, and I believe he might also stream on YouTube as well. So please drop him a sub and a follow. And I'm sure I'm missing a lot of people, but long story short, in an hour, my good friend and personal favorite streamer, JazCatX, will be going live. And you don't want to miss it because he's very funny. So he'll be going live on YouTube. His username is JazCatX with no spaces, JazCatX. And he's really funny. He has a funny voice. He's silly antics. He's witty and quirky and trolls people. And he's pretty good at the game too. So check him out. I really think you'll get a kick out of it. And if you want to talk to me more, that's where I'll be in about an hour. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, everyone who showed up. I really appreciate it. F's up, you already know 800 Block stand up, Fillmore Avenue stand up, Buffalo, New York, Bills, go Bills, Bills Mafia. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. 1.